Hello everybody, my name's Slinky and welcome to a video where I want to give my first impressions of Assassin's Creed Unity. Before we get into this, I just want to say that there's absolutely no spoilers in this video. I think it'd be unfair that I spoiled the story. I'm not even all that far in the game myself, but I just don't want to spoil it for you, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so to start off with this, I just want to say that Paris is absolutely huge. It's so detailed, the one-to-one scale is so evident in the game. When you just look around and you see Notre Dame in the background, you think, oh wow, this is absolutely incredible. When you synchronize your viewpoint, it zooms right out and you can see all the camera kind of swings around and you can see Paris in its glory. The crowds are absolutely amazing as well. They all mumble in their own language, they all kind of argue with each other, they push each other out of the way, they kind of get scared for their lives, and they interact so realistically with the world and with you and with each other. It's like they're kind of living. It's kind of as if there's other people in the game playing it and they're controlling the crowd, and it's just an amazing feat to watch. Just the different animations that they make and the amount of things to do will just blow your mind. You can see here that I'm only just haven't really synchronized my viewpoint, and that's a lot of things to do as it is, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like 125 hours approximately, give or take, maybe 10 to 15 hours, probably take rather, to do. It's just incredible. It's just so much things to do that I was actually scared. I walked into the cafe theater and I just looked around in awe of the amount of things I could do. There was missions there telling me, okay, I need your help. There was other people like saying, okay, I left a letter for you over there. And when I walked outside, I was even more scared because there was treasure chests everywhere, things to collect. I was just absolutely blown away, and I couldn't even collect half of them because I needed the lockpick skill to do it. And it was just so incredible, and it's just amazing what you can do in the game. To move on to gameplay, we'll start with the combat. The combat is a lot more difficult, and I was just so used to being able to go up to guards and just beat them down so easily because of previous Assassin's Creed games, and I died a lot of times of how difficult it was. The guards, they don't take any shit. Like they kind of run off and they shoot you, and when they shoot you, they take away a good chunk of your health. They attack in 2s and 3s, so it's kind of more difficult to defend them off. So you have to kind of do it as best as you can, and how to dodge, when to parry, when to attack. You have to time it all well. And also the parry animation, that's more of a choose your moment kind of thing. It's like the better you choose your moment to parry their attack, the more damage he might do. Like if you do it right, he will kind of punch them, kick them, whatever, kind of break them down, and then you can kind of start your attack on them. But as soon as you start your attack on him, the guy from to the right or the left behind you will attack you, and it's just, you can't take one guy down so quickly because they attack in like 2s and 3s, and it becomes really difficult to just focus on one guard because they all want you dead and they're all going to attack at the same time. So it's obviously you have to juggle parry, dodge, and all that different kind of thing. The parkour is also seeing a lot of change. It's parkour up, parkour down now, which is really cool. I would have thought it was going to be kind of clumsy at times, but no, it's not really. It's just, it takes a bit getting used to because like you press down R2, you can do a jump. Press down R2 next, you'll do an even further jump. It's just kind of choosing what's the right thing to do can be a bit confusing at times, but you get better at over time. It's kind of learning the parkour system when you first got your Assassin's Creed game back in the older games. It's like, what do I do here? But once you get it right, it just looks so cool. Like when you get the right sequence to be done, or just kind of do it really well, it's really awesome. And also a big part to this parkour system is momentum. I guess the more momentum you have behind you, and the better you do the animation and make better navigation decisions, the farther he'll jump or the faster he'll move. So a sense of like you can't just like stop and then start again, because you won't be able to make the jump as quick or you won't get away. It's all about moving swiftly through the world. It's really awesome. The stealth has also been improved quite a bit. There's a crouch button now, you can do cover, you can switch between cover. It's really good, but it's not as good as Watch Dogs, if I have to admit. The Watch Dogs did it so well, and it's not as good, but it still works fine, you know. Arno's character is actually really awesome. He's really different, but I'm not going to say why, or why he joined the Brotherhood like that. Also, the story is getting quite interesting. It's kind of got a bit of mystery to it, which is always nice. I like mystery in storylines because it makes you guess what it could be, and it kind of makes the story more interesting, and you want to find out the next bit to it. But that's all I'm saying about that as well. I can assure you that the story and Arno, they're really well done together. The customization is also incredibly deep. Before, we could just choose the colour of the robes and maybe choose from a set of maybe 5 different sets of armour. Choose your boots or your gauntlets. It was kind of deep, but nowhere near as deep as this. Just what you can choose is unbelievable. Also, the soundtrack is really nice. It's not the best now, but I have to admit it is quite nice. It's more of an immersive kind of soundtrack that you wouldn't listen to outside of the game. It's more, it makes you feel like you're there, which is also really nice. It's quite posh, really, I have to admit. It's actually kind of cool to listen to it, because Arno is quite a posh person. He comes from a posh background, and it suits the king kind of ruling over everyone time period really well. Just as a warning, there are quite a few frame rate drops and there are quite a few glitches. The frame rate drops can be a bit frustrating at times. Like, I walked into a building, it was kind of quite a big building, and I had to climb up it, and it was part of kind of a puzzle, and when I was climbing up it, the game would drop down to like 5 frames per second, and it was a slideshow, and I don't know what was going on, but supposedly the Ubisoft are working on a patch for this, and just I hope that comes up pretty soon, because it's getting kind of frustrating. But that kind of slideshow FPS isn't always there. The game just kind of drops down to maybe 24, 23 FPS sometimes, but it's still quite smooth for how big and dense the game is, so I wouldn't let that put you off. And the glitches can be really funny at times. Like, there's people walking through walls. Like, there was a big crowd going on at one point, and this woman literally walked through the corner of a building, came out the other side, and I just could not stop laughing, because it was just so funny to watch, and she just walked through it so normally. It was brilliant. Yeah, but so they're working on quite a few patches, so the game should be working fine soon enough. I really like the game. I wouldn't let any of the bad things I've said put you off, because this is a game you have to experience yourself, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan. So thank you so much for watching. If you give a like rate, that'd be really amazing, and good luck.